everyone, thank you for watching. Today I'm looking at the Void Build-A-Figure Wave Black Panther. I love Black Panther. One of my absolute favorite superheroes of Marvel. Just a really, really great character. I thought they nailed him right out of the gate, and he's always been really cool. When I saw this figure, I was like, well, what should I do here? Should I buy it? Should I avoid it? And I thought and thought and thought, and I was like, yeah, you know, I should buy it. Something told me not to, and then when I got it, I realized what it was. And you're gonna bring him in a little bit. So, one of the things is you can see these little overlays. They use some really cheap plastic. You can't really see it in the pictures of the product, but when you have it in hand, it's really noticeable. It's that weird marbleized stuff, and it doesn't look right. The eyes look right. I mean, try to get that in there. I mean, the eyes look okay, and the claws look pretty good. Now, the other thing is, and I didn't realize this until I had him in hand, and it was like I started looking and I went, oh, wait a minute. This figure is the exact same one that we had from earlier last year, just some different overlays and different paint job. And I was like, wait a minute. And you know, it's not that I'm against reuse, but I thought this figure was going to be a little bit different. And there are some differences in it. I was thinking these would be molded on. They're not. They're just sitting there and they'll pop off. And, you know, I mean, let's face it, the accessory count is 2 fists. I mean, that's kind of lazy. I'm sure you could take the cape off and maybe count it as an accessory. I don't want to take the cape off in this case, though. I think I really like this look. And so, what I really wanted him for was an alternate suit for Black Panther. I really like this Black Panther. This one. And I get the reuse, but I don't know. I think they should have went with different feet and different boots. I think that would have helped it. And different hands. The hands, I mean, these are the exact same hands. It's just they're painted different, and I was really surprised by that. And on top of that, how insulting it is just to, you know, only have a couple of fists as accessories. You know, Hasbro, this is where you're losing us at, is like, you know, you're missing out on some good things by not making these as good as they can be. This could have been excellent. As it is, it's okay. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. I mean, if you don't have a Black Panther, I'd consider it. It's a lot easier to grab than some of the Black Panthers that are out on the market. This one, though, should still be easy to find. I kind of prefer this one. I mean, I admit the gray boots and the gray arms, okay. That throws me a bit, but it's not a look that Black Panther's never worn. I did want to go for a more solid color Black Panther, and that's what I got here. I just wasn't expecting these to be done so cheaply, and that threw me off. And it really is something. Until you get it in hand, look at it up close, you're not going to notice initially. It's just kind of there, and it's kind of bothersome when you notice it. It's like, oh man, what the hell were they thinking? I mean, the long cape, I think I like the long cape better than the short cape. Of course, I took the short cape off of this one. The long cape, I think, really works better for Black Panther. I think it's a more regal look and something we've seen T'Challa do. So I dig that a little bit more. And there's a thought in my brain to remove that cape, put on it. But I don't think it'll work right with that one because this will not match that. So I probably will not do that. But I'm sure just like this one, you can just pop the head off and the cape is there. There is some gumminess in the joints, but he's not terrible. I mean, he's weaker than this one. I will say that. You can definitely feel a difference. That plastic they're using is, ugh, it's gross. It's really, really gross, dude. And every time I see it, it's showing that they're cutting corners and really doing it in a bad way. I'm just trying to see if I can get him to stand on his own. Give me a second. Because I can get this one to stand on its own. That cape's throwing off the balance, though. There we go. Okay. Look up. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I mean, he's good. I mean, he's real good. And I've owned a lot of worse figures in my life. He's not as good as I expected, though. I mean, I gotta say that. He's not there. Then again, I don't think I'm going to be buying another Black Panther anytime soon. I wasn't expecting to buy this one, to be perfectly honest. I just did because I wanted a really cool Black Panther, and he's really cool. I mean, I like him. I like him a lot, you know? And I like Black Panther. And I thought it was a good alternate outfit for him. So, there you go. I mean, that's the real reason I got him. It's just an alternate outfit for one of my favorite characters. And, boom. We're done. That's my reasoning. And it does accomplish that in a good way. It's a look I'm familiar with, but it's not been overdone. So, that's a plus. And, overall, I mean, yeah, I think it's a really good figure. I think if I didn't have this bad boy, I would probably like it a lot more, although I would still be complaining about the weak joints. Hasbro, these weak joints are a huge issue, and they're getting worse. I have to say it, they're getting much, much worse. I don't know what you think you're doing with this other than screwing over the customers, and the customers are not going to stand for it. They're going to wait for Ollie's. And, you know, Ollie's prices, these are fair. I mean, you know, with the cheap corners you're cutting, the Ollie's prices work. They don't work at these prices. And I know you say you're scaling back, but you know what? You're also losing customers. And I bought 2 out of this wave. And, I mean, I'm a kind of low-grade Marvel Legends collector anyway, but even I'm looking at it going, why, dude? Why are you putting all this effort into it? You should be just doing bang-up figures and not throwing shit at the wall, see what sticks. I don't know. I mean, some people are liking this wave. I'm kind of over it. I mean, I'm kind of over Marvel Legends. I still have a lot to go through, but, you know, this... It's not as great as it should be, and that's a damn shame because it's one of my favorite characters. So I'll leave it at that. I mean, I wouldn't say not buy him, but you know, don't think of it as being the best figure you ever saw or the best figure you ever had. It's a good one, but you know, I think there's better Black Panthers out there, and maybe think about those. All right, that'll wrap up this episode. Do the YouTube stuffs, and take care, guys.